Gary Hans, who has been instrumental in bringing youth football back to the Wildwood area, which is really cool. They haven't had much youth football there since about 2011, so they're kind of kickstart that program again. Good morning, Gary. How are you?
How you doing, Dave? Doing good.
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with Wildwood youth football and how you've kind of gotten this thing going again.
Well, we're like we said, we're trying to get the football going again so we can, help out hopefully the high school in future years. We actually got it going with a lot of the kids, wanting to play football, like about six or eight of them. We've been going to Ocean City for a few years, which is a great place to play, but a lot of people wanted to play here, so we gave it a shot. Got like 90 sign-ups, like a pre-registration.
Wow. And
then we started having little camps and stuff, and we were getting little people. Then all of a sudden, numbers just shot out. We got up like 85 kids. It broke out even like 20 per team or more. And we even got 24 cheerleaders.
Outstanding.
But, it turned out real good. The kids pushed, and we got a lot of help from the rec and the sponsors. I mean, these businesses down here, they help out these kids all the time. And it's great.
What initially led to the downfall a couple of years ago? Was it just lack of numbers?
That, and I don't know if they ran it very well. I mean, they were forfeiting games and canceling games. Even when teams were ready, they were canceling them. So, and then it just collapsed. And I don't know. I wasn't on the board then, so what they did, I don't know. We don't even know what they did with the equipment. We were stuck with basically like old helmets and maybe 20 good shoulder pads we were able to use. But like I said, the sponsors, really dished in, and we were able to get equipment this year. So
outstanding. So what's been the process? How long has this been in the making? A few months?
Getting the team together?
Yeah, getting this thing kind of revived and getting things squared away.
It was a few months. I mean, we had indoor flag football at the rec, and we actually decided to get a pre-registration. So I guess you're going back a good 6 months. But like in the last month and a half, we had camp. We had the high school coach, Bruce Lazarus. He came down, and he's been out there quite a few times. The high school players come down. We're getting a lot of young coaches coming out, which is great. A lot of participation, man, a lot of it.
We're talking with Gary Hans, who's helping kind of revive youth football down in Wildwood. What's the schedule looking like going forward? Are you guys going to be playing games this year?
Yeah, we actually jumped in the Cape Atlantic League. It's not weighted because, we have a few big kids. We want to make sure they played. But, the schedule, we jumped in with the regular schedule. We're going against their A teams, which is going to be a little rough because we're in our first year, so we're basically starting over from teaching them how to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So going against these other teams is going to be really hard, but the whole thing is, making sure these kids individually learn the game, and we teach them the proper way to play football, good sportsmanship, and try to do their best just to put a great game against these teams that have been together for 4 or 5 years.
And what kind of age groups are we talking about?
We ended up getting first and second grade, third and fourth grade, fifth and fifth grade, and seventh and eighth grade.
Oh, wow, awesome.
Yeah, so we ended up getting all four divisions. But the schedule, I think our big problem, we're still short on money-wise, but I know the businesses will come through for us. But schedule-wise, travel, we have to see what we can do with that, but we'll definitely get them to the games.
Mm-hmm. What's been the reaction of the local businesses? Like you said, they've been pretty excited about getting some youth football started again. And obviously, you need the support of the local community and the local business owners to get something like this up and running again.
Oh, yeah, we definitely need them. I mean, like I said, the money still keeps coming in, because all the equipment's over $20,000. And, with league fees and all that stuff. The registration we put free this year for the kids, so
mm-hmm.
The sponsors are doing everything. And these kids are loving it. I mean, they come off the field happy as anything. I haven't seen a kid mad or disappointed at any practice yet for the last month and a half. And these businesses, with what they're doing, is great. I mean, if you see the kids, if the sponsors saw them, they really know what the money's going out for,
And so, if there does happen to be any business owners down there in the Wildwood area listening today, how can they contact you to get involved?
Just get a hold of my son Rich. He's at the Burn Center. He's also he's behind the scenes, but he's been doing basically a whole lot. And all the people working there, and Donna Triano with the sponsors, trying to get them out. The rec's doing great. If they call the recreation department in Wildwood, they'll take care of them right from there.
Outstanding. What's been the most exciting part for you as a guy who's helping to get this thing restored down there? You got to be pretty fired up about having as many kids come out as you did, and being able to put 4 teams on the field.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we get to get people back out coaching the kids. I mean, the best thing for me is these kids learning the game and seeing them have fun, and just everybody just a good atmosphere. I mean, it's been great with parents. I mean, the atmosphere has been really good. It looks like they're really all enjoying it, and that's key for me.
How important is this going to be going forward for the high school program? Obviously you guys are a small school down there, and you need as many numbers as you can get in terms of players. Obviously, every high school wants to have a good feeder program. How important is this going to be for Wildwood High School going forward?
I think it's going to be real important. Like I said, with the coach coming down, the players, I mean, getting with the kids now. I mean, when they come down, the kids are excited. When they see the high school coach, Bruce, and the kids, I mean, they really get excited. And we have 8 or 9 8th graders moving up, which is great for the coach to get in contact with them, so they're not strangers coming in the next year to go into football as freshmen.
Yeah, it's got to be great for an 8 or 9-year-old to see a high school kid come down there in his jersey. I mean, that's always a big thing.
It's great. The kids come over to me. I always ask them, how'd you do? And they say, oh, it was great. They get so excited, and it's really good. I mean, Bruce takes them little guys and gets them on the pad, teaches them how to dry the pads and stuff like that, and they love it. Yeah.
And what's been the reaction of the high school kids getting to work with some of these younger kids? That's kind of a neat thing for them in terms of their development as young men, to be able to pass on the knowledge they know to some younger kids and get involved in the community that way.
Oh, yeah, the players that come down, they're excited. They love helping out these kids. I mean, they really want the kids to do well, and they really try to teach them what they know. And I think it's going to help them also play as a player. So I think it's great. I mean, they're going to have the kids are going to be going to their home games, getting involved with the school, activity during the game, maybe at halftime, and we're going to try to really combine them both to where they just grow in with them.
We're talking with
it all works out good.
We're talking with Gary Hans here, is one of the guys who's been influential in getting youth football going again down there in Wildwood. Give you a little chance to do some shameless self-promotion here, Gary. Who are some of the folks that have really been instrumental in getting this thing going again?
Well, Key's my son. I mean, Rich Hans. Like I said, he's behind the scenes. He's doing like a lot of computer stuff. Sue Fisher down at the rec, Tori, Nick, and like I said, Donna Triano with the sponsors. And we're getting people coming out. We're going to try to get a board for them. We have our own right now, but it's like floating. So, but we'll get more people out, and they're really key. The city of Wildwood and the recreation department is key. They took over the sport so we can keep it going. I mean, they didn't have to, but they did it, and it's been great. I mean, they really did well. They're doing great.
Now, when do you guys get started? When's the season opener?
Our first game is the 19th of September in Egg Harbor. And then we'll be home the 26th against Powell, Egg Harbor Powell. So we're going to go to Egg Harbor, which is basically a big squad. And I think we're going to learn quite a few things in that one.
You're going to get tested right off the bat, right?
Oh, yeah, we are. I'm sure they'll give us a nice test.
All right.
The kids will enjoy it. Like I said, just about watching the kids grow into the game and learn the sport. And I think it's going to be great.
Gary, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your Saturday morning to talk with us, and good luck with the Wildwood Youth Football program down there.
All right, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
No problem. That was Gary Hans, who's one of the guys, along with his son Rich, who are trying to revive the Wildwood Youth Football program. Like you said, they got 4 teams, about 90 kids out there, so great to see some more youth football. That'll be a great feeder system into the Wildwood High School program.